happy with we won, right? Yeah. I guess I'm happy with the fact that we did win. It doesn't feel great. We really wanted to come out and play a much cleaner game than we played, especially offensively. I'll credit Manhattan too. With how they performed, I think in their last game versus Hofstra, kind of knew they were going to come out and play with a ton of energy. The zone was really disruptive and hard to play against, but again, just tons of frustration. With the lack of being tight with the ball, being strong with the ball, decision making, sloppy laziness led to, again, 17 turnovers. And you just, listen, you can't have guards. You can't have your 3 starting guards all have negative assist to turnover ratio, and and have 12 total between them is just not going to get us very far, this year. But I did like, how hard we played. I liked how we guarded them, how hard we tried. But just the offensive end was just incredibly frustrating today. So.
Questions? Wait for the mic.
And on the defensive side, Christian had 7 steals and 7 rebounds, I believe.
Yeah.
So defensively, he held him to 46 points. Obviously, they're not a great offensive team, but still.
Yeah. I mean, you still have to get out there and do it. And, I thought obviously we got off to a good start. It's like the little things though, like getting out 5-0, having a steal, being in the open court. And instead of going in and dunking it, or maybe get a 3-point play to go up 7 or 8, not that we commit an offensive foul, and then they go down and score. And it just seemed like a night of those types of frustrating moments. I don't know how many transition 2-on-1s we screwed up and turned into fiascos, but Christian, really I thought just kind of saved us with his toughness and his aggression. Didn't shoot it great, but guarded responsibly, got on the glass. At times he looked like literally the only guy in the glass. So happy with Christian, but not real happy about a lot of other things besides maybe Josh, Kasum, Al second half, Terran maybe second half. That's pretty much it.
And it looked like that during that long stretch where you didn't have a field goal in the first half.
How long was that, by the way?
It was about 8.5 minutes without a field goal. But it looked like there were a lot of open look threes that you guys did move the ball in that stretch, which is missed a lot of really open looks. Is that what you saw?
Yeah, I mean, I think Tyler will make it. Tyler missed some good ones. I thought we had some good looks, but the thing with that is, you got 20 hours a week. We get to do strength and conditioning. Strength and conditioning practice video. So we get our 20 hours that we're allowed to allot to like our preparation, and they're maintaining their strength and conditioning and staying healthy in terms of their rehab as well. So, but if that's the only time that you spend in the gym is the 20 hours with us, you got to get in the gym. You got to get extra shooting in at night, in the morning, before school, at night when school's over. But that's a cultural thing that takes a little bit of time to build. So, but we have too many guys that are shooting, in the mid to low 30s now from 3, and I don't know after tonight, we may not have anyone in the 40s from 3. So, if we're going to be guard-oriented attack, we're going to have to shoot the ball much better from the 3-point line. In order for us to do that, guys are going to have to live in the gym and shoot more. If they want to, that's voluntary for them to do too. Nice save.
Jalen obviously had the 2 early fouls, but I mean, how do you explain the rest of his night in the second half? And just
I'm not sure. It's got to be, more locked in. He's got to. This is his senior year. We're now a third of the way through, basically, right? Through about a third of the way through, maybe a little more, maybe a little bit less through the regular season, and you know, he can't be pleased with obviously with that type of performance. I'm not. That's not the player that you know. That's so far away from his talent level. It's you know, that's scary. The turnovers there. I mean, for us, you know, for us to play at a high level this year, he needs to play like one of the best guards in the country. So.
The coach talked about, the head coach talked about taking Jalen away. They weren't going to let him go off tonight. Is that something he's got to get used to because he's going to be the focal point of a lot of defenses?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't think that's what it really. Steve said that. Steve's a good coach. I didn't. Yeah, I mean, they were kind of running around scrambling. You know, Jalen had plenty of opportunities there. You know, for whatever reason, he just, you know, he didn't have a lot of pop today. He wasn't, you know, dialed in, locked in, you know, and ready to go at the level that a player his caliber, you know, who, you know, he doesn't have, you know, this isn't a sophomore. He's got a limited number of opportunities as a senior to play at the highest possible level that he could play at. And, you know, you just want to see, I think that was kind of the message to the team in the locker room was, you know, hey, we're going all in to try to have the best possible year for this senior class so you can experience something and experience something really, really positive on your way out the door. So just overall, I don't want to pin that all on Jalen. It was Eric Cobb, it was Jalen. Terran's first half wasn't very good. Kasum was the only guy I was happy with as far as the seniors today. It looked like he was playing with the type of urgency that you need to play with when you only have X amount of games left in your college basketball career. So every game is precious when you're a senior.
Anybody else?
There was Phil. Thanks for breaking.
I'm not cutting them off.
Doing it again.
How you doing, Coach?
How are you?
I am actually Adam Betts with the Journal-Enquirer. Neil Ostrout's on vacation, so they sent the young guy in.
I appreciate the background. I love it.
All right. So how would you rate Aldrete Gilbert's performance, not only tonight, but throughout the season? It's most games he's played so far.
Yeah, I think, listen, I thought Al, first half was a tough first half for Al. You know, he was putting himself in some bad spots. He offensively gave us some great energy. Defensively throughout, he pressured the heck out of the ball. I thought he showed some growth in the second half, though, by, you know, kind of just playing better. You know, mentally putting that first half behind him. And I thought, you know, he gave us a much higher level of performance. But if we think that guard play overall across the board is going to be good enough, you know, for us to do well in league and to close out the rest of the non-conference schedule, we're kidding ourselves. That was a pretty disappointing, you know, perimeter/guard performance from the group today.